The next startup asset I'm going to purchase is the mutual fund. So I click on this link to the Morningstar.com, and here we go. All right, now let's go back and read the document. That's always good, is to read the document. This one opened twice. And so the document says that we're going to go to here, then click Direct to Morningstar and close the box asking to join for free membership. There's selections such as Home, Portfolio, etc. Click on Tools and then get the Fund Screener. Okay, so let's get to the Fund Screener, which will be right here. We have Tools. Where's my Tools? Here's my Tools. And now I'm going to Tools and go to the Fund Screener. I'm going to do that commercial. Basic Screener right here. Basic Screener. We have a mutual fund. Basic Screener. So here I go. And now what I'm going to do is set some criteria. And let's read what the document says about setting this criteria. It says we can read the definition of it to click on the little light bulb. But anyway, we decide what to set, and then we set them, and we click Show Results. If we want to go back and change it, we click Change Criteria. And then we go back and forth until we set a minimum of 4 criteria and get not more than 24 results. Okay, and then we're going to get these 2 printouts down there. Okay, so let's do this, which is the fund group. Right now, I'm thinking to go for a domestic stock fund. Okay, there's no particular reason really. And the category, so I need to set 4. I just think small cap, small growth may be a reasonable idea. And I'm going to set one more before I check Show It, is I want someone to have been in that job, say the coach of that fund, for at least, let's go 5 years. Okay, now I'm going to check how many funds so far past this. So I click Show Results. I've got 200 firms. I've hardly said anything that's really going to impose a burden on the fund. All right, so now I'm going to change the criteria. I need to set at least one more, but I also need to get it down to less than 24. I'm going to go for a no-load fund only because evidence shows that the load that you pay, which might be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4% at the beginning, you just lose that money. There's no statistical evidence that says load funds outperform no-load funds. No-load funds are cheaper to get into, so that's why I'm doing it. Well, I have an expense ratio. In today's world, we really should have an expense ratio that's less than, say, 1%, maybe 1.5% I'm going to go. And this is money, again, that they take to pay themselves and pay their expenses, legitimate expenses. I do believe that the last few years have been extremely tough, but nonetheless, I want a fund in the short run is already on the move. So I'm going to go for a 1-year return that is greater than the category average, at least that. Okay, so let me show the results on this one. I'm down to 66 such funds. Let me go back and change the criteria a little more. Some of these funds I've got in here are very large, and so what I'm going to do is to cut down on the size as soon as I get a reply from this link here, transferring data from Industry Brains. Okay, give me my page so I can change the criteria. But what I want to do, because I've got a domestic stock, small growth, with managers been there at least 5 years, no load fund, expense ratio less than or equal to 1.5. I've got the 1-year return is greater than the category average. I want total assets of this fund. We're going to go for really smaller funds under, less than $1 billion is what I'll go. The average market cap of my company, well, I've already said that they're small cap growth, so I'm not going to go there. And let's see how many results we get now. Alright, to 25. I'm going to have to set one more and really get it get under 24. So the one I'm going to go for right here, expense ratios, we're going to make this one a little more stringent. So now let's show the results. And I've got 13 funds that match these. Now what I'm supposed to do is let's check the document to make sure we're on target. Alright, I've set at least 4 criteria. That's true. I've got no more than 24 results. That's true. So now what I would do is print this page that's showing the search results. Then I will click on the fund name to get a snapshot and print the snapshot. Okay, so let's do that right now. So I would print this page, and then I would choose one of these guys. This is the only five-star one here. Let's go with this guy, the Nicholas Limited Edition. Alright, so I've got him, and I've got NCLEX is his ticker symbol. So I'm going to Control C, and this is the Nicholas Limited Edition. Then I'm going to type this information. By the way, this is the fund snapshot, so I would print this page, and that's all I have to do is print it. It shows us basically the daily stock price for this company versus the small growth sector versus the S&P 500. See, the small growth and the S&P 500 really co-varying a lot. In fact, they all have the same movements. It's just that our company seems to be on top of it, trading at a higher price. So let me go to my spreadsheet, which I believe is still open here. I am looking at my mutual fund. I'm going to put in right there, Control V, NCLEX, and then I'm going to go back and get some more information about this fund, which was right there. So let me capture his name, the Nicholas Limited Edition. Control C, go back to my spreadsheet, go to the description here. Okay, go to this guy. Okay, let me handle that problem. Something happened when I posted this in there. Control V, NCLEX. Okay, and now I've got it there. Send the price. Let's go back to our description of this fund. I see it's at $20.90. So I'm going to type in $20.90 right here for the mutual fund. 20.9. And the last thing I have to do is purchase the quantity. So again, if I buy 100, it would be $2,000. If I buy 100 shares, it's going to be $2,000. 10,000 shares is going to be 20,000. So let me go 500 again. So we see that now I bought the mutual fund, and the total startup cost so far, I'm up to $22,000 on this. Okay, that's the mutual fund.